Hello and welcome, this is Roy at NinjaZilla90, and today I will be reviewing the BanDai Creations SpaceGodzilla. And as you can see, this is a really cool, really awesome figure. I've had this one in my collection for many years now, so this one is pretty old by this point, so it's not a new figure at all. But anyway, I got some things to say about him, so as always, without further ado, let's get on with this review. And now, here we have the BanDai Creations SpaceGodzilla in all of his deadly, destructive, evil kaiju glory, because, yeah, SpaceGodzilla is an evil kaiju. He's kind of like an evil alien Godzilla, like an evil alien mutated Godzilla clone. So it's kind of like an evil mutated version of Godzilla, kind of like an evil doppelganger, but he has like different powers and different abilities and stuff. You would know that if you watched the 1994 movie Godzilla vs. SpaceGodzilla within the Heisei series, of course. As you can see, this is a well-detailed, well-sculpted figure. We do have some articulation points with this figure, but not a whole lot. He's not nearly as detailed or as articulated as the SH Monster Arts version of the 1994 SpaceGodzilla, but what the heck. This is from what year this figure was produced in. It's at the bottom of the foot. 2005. So yeah, this is from 2005. This is like early. This is like a 20-year-old figure. But anyway, as you can see, nicely detailed. We have like the red, sort of like chest, like bony chest armor going up to the neck and across the chest and down to the belly and all down the tail, as you can see. We do also have his candy corn looking shoulder crystals there, as you can see, and the other way. And yeah, you can see the paint is kind of a little chipped on mine, because yeah, this is really old. And of course we have his head crest, and bring him up again. I'm trying not to bump my camera, and as you can see, I do have some paint scuffing there as well. And we also can see his little tusk he has on the side of his face, very reminiscent to Biolante, because yeah, rumor has it that yeah, he's kind of a mix of Godzilla cells and Biolante's cells, which Biolante is like a mutated plant from Godzilla cells anyway. So yeah, he's like technically an evil mutated version of Godzilla. Technically, it's basically what happened after like Mothra fought Godzilla in Godzilla and Mothra, the Battle of Earth. And when Mothra flew up into space and she had like Godzilla's like skin cells all over her, and then it went into like a black hole with where like Biolante's cells flew up in, and like it like kind of like mixed together and then created SpaceGodzilla. It's something like that. But anyway, turning him around, as we can see, the very crystal-like dorsal spines going all down his back. Very nice white and black, like charcoal black colorization there. Looking really nice. And of course we do have the like crystal spike at the end of his tail, I wonder if that's where they get the idea for Super Godzilla. I mean, not Super Godzilla. Godzilla evolves Thagomizer, because this is kind of almost like a Thagomizer as well, if you come to think of it. And of course, the dorsal spines get smaller and smaller as they taper off to the end of the tail, where, you know, they kind of just go into like these crystal, like, sort of like crystal orb spike at the end of his tail. Anyway, and of course, we do have his knees. It looks like he have like sees some big asteroid crevices in his knees, but that's kind of just like bony, like it's kind of like a bony, like skin armor, kind of like. But anyway, yeah. Get a good look at his toes and his claws there on his hands. So really nice job on the mani-pedi there. Looking really nice. As far as articulation with this figure, it's really not a whole lot at all. The mouth is just like one piece. You can't open and close the mouth, so there's no jaw articulation. But yeah, getting a good look at the inside of the mouth, which, as you can see, is still a little dusty. I did run this figure under some water to get the dust off before I started this review, so yeah, I probably didn't get the inside of the mouth. But anyway, you can see also a really nice paint job on the eyes as well. Not nearly as detailed as SH, but yeah, it's still something from back in the day. Articulation, the arms, well, can just swivel in the shoulders, and yeah, you can see it's still kind of a little wet. But anyway, we can just swivel the arms forward and back. That's it. We can cranium revolve us with the head, full 360, and back again. As you can see, no articulation in the legs, so yeah, there's no leg articulation at all. It's just one solid piece. And however, we can swivel the tail here all the way around full 360, and we can swivel the back section of the tail. So we can only swivel like two halves of the tail, and its tail, if we want to, we can pop it apart and put it back together. So we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 points of articulation on this figure. Like I said, not a whole lot to brag about at all when it comes to articulation with this figure, but I mean, it's better than it not having any articulation at all, technically. But I mean, what you expect from a BanDai Creations figure from like 20 years ago. I mean, it's kind of the same with a movie monster series. So I've never bought like a movie monster series figure like yet. I've kind of been thinking about it, but as far as what I can see and what I can tell, I think like I feel like the movie monster series and the BanDai Creations line is kind of one to one, neck and neck the same, sort of, with slight differences. But I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I pretty much see them as kind of like equivalents to one another. But anyway, if I have to give this figure a final score based on detail, articulation, and playability, I'm gonna have to give him 5 out of 5 stars. Because yeah, I'm not taking any points off because okay, this is a really basic figure, so I can't really be that judgmental about it. Because it's made to be as simplistic and cost effective as possible. So yeah, the more simplistic a figure is, like, the more leeway I give it. So, and as I'm a little bit more harder on more expensive figures, so That's why I'm cutting this one a lot of slack. That's why it gets 5 out of 5 stars. Basically, because it holds up really well. I mean, detail is good. At least, you know, best you can get it for a $15 figure from back in the day. These are not expensive at all. And we do have a little bit articulation. And yeah, these back in the day from the early 2000s did look a lot better than the Imperial Godzilla figures we got from like way back in the, you know, late 80s, early 90s. I mean, I was born in 1990. And yeah, I will be celebrating my birthday on Thanksgiving of this month. So yeah, about that, I will be making 35. So yeah, I've been in this world quite a number of years now. But yeah, like I said, I wasn't even around in the late 80s. Well, early 90s, we still had Imperial Godzilla stuff around. And then we had like the Trend Masters line, which I really did barely, you know, had access to getting when I was a kid. But I do like have a few like Trend Masters stuff I picked up at the thrift store, but not a whole lot of it. But anyway, yeah, I really like these, and I think this actually Lord, 20 years ago, I think I got this like I think it was like a birthday gift for like either like birthday or Christmas from my older sisters. Yeah, like this, and I got like the GMK King Ghidorah as well. So I'm probably be reviewing that one pretty soon. But anyway, that pretty much concludes it for this review. And you know, to wrap it up, thank you guys for watching. Thank you all so much for your time. Your viewership is much appreciated. Thank you guys all so much for your support. And as always, stay safe, take care, God bless, and peace out.